They're playing press coverage. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've got a 2nd and 5. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So the D-line's going to spread out.
No, check, Patriots! Patriots! Here we go! No, check, Patriots! Patriots! Watch it now, Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
They go play action here on first down. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd. Now a handoff looking right. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Montgomery on the counter. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him.
Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
In motion, the tight end Reed. Now they'll run it on the toss. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go now.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. He's got the first down and more past the 40. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Out to him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, He'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. On play action, Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go! 3-19!
This is Cohen. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go! 190! Right there. 190!
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
26. 26.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And a give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles Haley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Oh, and I think the Redskins got it. Yes, they did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Redskins on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Cohen. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now Cohen. And some room to run now. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go play action with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time it's 3rd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be first down Washington. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now here's a carry heading left. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Second down, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26.